Hey, I'm Gina Jordan, and I'm here with Mom Cave star Beth Stern. And we're here, WVVH TV, and coming up on this very special episode of In the Mix,
we're going to go down memory lane with Mrs. Beth Stern. Behind the scenes at Mom Caves, how to adopt and care for a pet this summer season, and my favorite rock band performs live, Sweet Cyanide. Here we go. You are in the moment. You are in the mix. In the Mix with Chris Rock.
I'm Alec Baldwin. I'm here with the gorgeous Gina.
I'm Larry King, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kelly Ripa, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Matt Lauer, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kathy Lee.
And I'm Hoda.
And you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Bethany Frankel, and you're watching In the Mix.
In the Mix.
Here I am with Mom Cave star Beth Stern. And Beth, this is going to be my favorite show because I'm actually hanging out with a friend here for the next half hour. So this is good stuff.
We're catching up.
You've had so much going on. You've got like...
You too, In the Mix. Look at you.
In the Mix went from the red carpet, hence there you are on the red carpet.
Yeah, I can't even believe that there's a cardboard cutout of me. I've never seen such a thing.
It's cool though.
I would have my picture taken with it.
What do you think of the picture though?
I like the back of the dress.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
They don't just stand there, okay? They actually talk.
Oh no.
So you ready
what
for
am
this?
I saying?
What are you saying?
Animal-friendly, cruelty-free.
Animal-friendly, cruelty-free. That's a good one.
I like.
You can't sit down with Beth Stern and not talk about animals.
Yeah, it was a matter of time, and we got the animal plug-in already.
We're going to get about 20.
Good.
Everybody's just start drinking at home every time you hear Beth say the word dog, okay? I always describe you when people say, oh, you're friends with Beth. What is she like? I'm like, Beth is Snow White. You are the Snow White of the Hamptons because the birds like fly around you and animals do gravitate.
You know, I have to say at our house, I call the Wildlife Rescue Center of the Hamptons all the time. If there's a sick animal, they come to our house. They know that Howard and I are going to help them. There was a seagull recently that he was trapped in fishing wire. It's so sad. He couldn't fly, he was severely dehydrated. So I had taken the rescue course, so I knew how to throw the towel over him, put him in. I have a little container. I transported
mouth
to mouth. Now I transported him to the Wildlife Rescue Center of the Hamptons, and they rehabilitated him. 2 weeks later on Thanksgiving Day, I went to pick him up, brought my kit, brought my little box, and I was able to release him. And it was a really beautiful feeling, really. And there's been deer, there have been gannets, there have been bunnies. I mean, you name it, we've rescued. And
I wasn't kidding. I wasn't joking.
No, but it's the easiest thing in the world because everybody comes across a hurt animal at some point in their lives, and all they have to do is call a rescue facility, and they'll be there. They'll pick up the animal, they'll rehabilitate, and then if you're so lucky, you can be there for the release. It's really magical.
It is magical. Another fun thing that we do here on the show is we talk to our staff. First of all, we've got Gear, who is the Director of Operations here at East Hampton Studios.
It's nice to see you again. We've met before.
On the first show, we had a pool boy. We had a percussion boy as well, all in one. Ryan over here.
Hey, Ryan.
Charlotte, Farah, Beto is over there on the main camera. Now, Beto is extra special because he's making some margaritas.
Is one ready?
Well, we can start to make some margaritas, and then when they're on, do you drink margaritas?
I do.
Fantastic.
If you'd like to watch me drink a
She
margarita,
consumes alcohol.
I would be willing.
She's the dream girl. All right, we got AJ over here. AJ's
AJ,
super cool.
You have hair like my husband's when he wakes up in the morning.
That was cute. I like that one. Tarek's back there on audio, making sure we sound good.
How do I sound? Okay, good.
So it's cool though, right?
It's awesome.
It's a fun element just bringing it. Did I forget someone? Colleen's back there. We got Sweet Cyanide, who's going to be performing 2 amazing songs.
And I think one of the members is adopting a beautiful puppy from ARF.
Well, now he is.
But with lots of help from Mom.
Before we start plugging all the new stuff that you have going on, because you have a lot of new projects, we like to talk about memory lane. It was interesting how you and Howard met. Do you mind sharing that story?
No, I was actually working on the David Letterman show. I was one of the girls that did the sketches at the top of the show. And that day there was a girl filling in for one of the other regulars. I was a regular, and she invited me to a dinner party that night of her fiance. Little did I know that Howard was having the same discussion with a friend of his. He was just invited last minute to a dinner party for this guy who was the fiance of this girl that I worked with. So neither of us were supposed to go to this dinner party. We both ended up there, spur of the moment, random, and that was the day we locked eyes and we were both done. It's been really, we're going on 12 years together.
Is it true that only 5 hours went by And you actually saw each other again?
Oh, this is really cute.
Yeah.
So we went to we were at this dinner party. We spent the whole time talking.
I love it when you talk about Harry. You're like, oh, yeah.
I love him. And that night I said, oh, I'm tired. Maybe we can see each other again. And he said, I'll give you a ride home. My car's here. And he said, I think I live on a certain street uptown. And meanwhile, we were half a block away from each other. So I had no idea that he had lived a half a block away from me. So drove me home and we exchanged numbers, and literally it was really late at night. A few hours later my phone rang. It was 7 in the morning and I answered and he said, do you want to see each other today? And I said, I would love to. When? He was, right now. So I literally jumped out of bed, put my overalls on, went over. He didn't do the 3-day rule, Gina.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Oh, you could interpret that as booty call.
It was not a booty call. There was none of that going on for a couple weeks. Took a couple weeks.
You yourself came from a middle-class family.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
And basically, then met Howard, and your life changed.
My life changed.
And you like to make that distinction.
I do, and I lived on my own, and I never thought I wanted to get married. I was working my butt off, you know the drill.
Yeah.
I mean, making my own money, really loving New York City, traveling for my job. And I met him. Yes, life changed, but I continued to be independent. And then years later, we just ended up really falling in love and getting married, and now I'm immersed in this beautiful, wonderful life of mine. But I'm still able to work and do things that I'm passionate about, but it does give me more time to really spend on my passions, and which is animal rescue.
Yes, I think we have some margaritas are available.
Where's my margarita?
Beto. Right, thank you, Beto.
I like we get personal weight service too. Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Here's to ARF.
Here's to ARF and friends.
Yes, always. We're tasting Beto's margarita. Here we go.
It's so refreshing.
That really is good.
It's delicious.
Wow, one sip and I'm just loaded.
One sip. I'm going to be having more than one sip.
We cannot use the Social Life magazine
really
as a coaster. Yeah, it's actually really good. Beto, you know how to make some mean margaritas.
Thank you, Beto.
Okay, this is an interesting story. Pre-Howard.
Okay.
Apparently, you went on a go-see as a working model.
Yes, and I got slammed in the elevator.
And you got bashed in the head with it. What happened with that? Please tell us the story.
Yeah, well, I was on a go-see. It's more of a casting call for models, where the type of girls that were coming to the casting, they were looking for 5'10" blondes. So there are a lot of 5'10" blondes who are living in New York City and modeling. So I was in an elevator with probably 20 girls that were 5'10" and blonde. We all kind of looked at each other. We knew exactly what the type was. Anyway, there was a girl who was not thrilled with me for some reason. I was so intimidated. I'm thinking, I'm gonna go up and probably come right back down because I don't belong in this mix. Gorgeous girls. And the elevator door opened to a floor that was not the floor of the go-see. And so it was closing, and she pushed me into the door to get out because she thought that was the door because I was blocking her, and I slammed my nose up against the elevator door, bleeding. So she got her wish. I don't think she was into me going to that casting. I went home with a swollen, bloody nose, and I told her, you know what, you're probably going up 2 more floors. So I did end up going home that day. I did not get the job. I really hope that she did. Let's hope she got the job.
Let's hope that if she had to draw blood, that she got the job out of it. All right, guys, so here we have Social Life magazine, and the cover star for Memorial Day weekend, Mrs. Beth Stern. Who took this photo? My husband. He's become quite the photographer. He started this new hobby of photography just last summer, and he has immersed his every moment off of the air or not working on America's Got Talent and put it into this new hobby. And he's really made major strides. How did this start out? Were you guys just like hanging out? He's always wanted to. He's an artist, and just the way that his mind works. He had a goal. It was chess a couple years ago where he immersed himself in chess. Then all of a sudden he woke up one day and said, I really want to become serious about photography. So he's taken lessons. We have a teacher that comes to the house. He bought all the equipment, and I happened to have been a model, and I live with him. So you're a good subject. Poor me. It's been, there's never a moment where that camera is not clicking. My pets see him with the camera and run the other way at this point. He's gotten wonderful, and they asked if he would shoot the cover, and he shot some covers for me. He's very talented. I mean, this shot's gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. But now, I saw most recently that he took a photo of himself. Is that his latest work? is
No,
carving a photo of himself.
He discovered the self-timer button, and we actually had a lot of fun with it. We spent 5 hours running back and forth to see the image, and neither of us were happy. So we finally found a good one that we took of ourselves, and then he did one of himself, and it's beautiful, and he happens to like it. So I think it's out there.
You guys live in your own little world.
Oh, we're like in a little cocoon. Yeah,
and
we don't leave the house ever.
Yeah,
this is very rare.
I'm grateful that Beth left the cocoon.
Wow.
All right, so we're gonna get you back to that cocoon because I know you don't spend that much time with Howard because now he's got
America's Got Talent.
America's
on
Got
NBC.
Talent. AGT. Okay.
Have you been watching the show?
I try to watch as much as I can.
Do you think he's a good judge?
I think he's a great judge. You know what? I love Howard when he's just himself and he says it like it is. So give me more of that. He gets the title as king of all media for a reason. It's because he says what's on his mind and he can get away with it.
He's an honest judge, and I feel that people are really seeing him for who he really is. I think that there were so many, housewives or people out there that know the stigma of Howard Stern, but now they're actually seeing him on TV, and a lot of people have changed their tune. I know a lot of women are falling in love with my husband. So.
And it used to be a different story many moons ago when he first went on television, and people had a whole different image of him. So now you're
nice. I'm sharing him. I'm sharing him with
you're not only sharing him. I hear that you guys over New Year's Eve, you guys did some drunk dialing.
Oh yeah, that was really fun. It was I'm going to take credit for that, but we were Twitter. We both discovered Twitter. We have our Twitter accounts. I said, wouldn't it be fun to call your fans and wish them a Happy New Year? And so he put it out there, and we spent hours calling his fans, and it became news. It was so fun.
That was fun.
Really nice for people to have that personal connection with him.
Oh, so when you did some of the drunk dialing, any funny stories though? Did someone were they really surprised?
Well, there are a lot of people that answer the phone and Howard says, hey, Happy New Year, it's Howard Stern, and they don't believe it's him. And then so what Howard had to do was go back with his Twitter account and say, it was nice talking to you, Doug. Say hi to Murphy, your dog, for me. So just so they knew that it was really him. So a lot of people were in disbelief.
Was there anyone like, oh come on, this is Howard Stern?
Tons. But there were some beautiful moments too, where people had a sick family member that Howard was able to talk to. Just things like that. It was really moving. I think we're going to do it next year too.
Do you guys actually hang out and drink together and have a drink?
The two of us, we have cocktail hours. It's cocktail hour at 6 p.m. every night, the two of us.
Every night?
The two of us with our animals around us having a glass of wine. Call us crazy, Gina.
So guys, don't go anywhere. We're gonna have more with Beth. And I hear that there's some puppies coming up, a live performance with Sweet Cyanide, so don't move.
Live musical events, Broadway flying high in the Hamptons. Hollywood's go-to space out east, home to VVH TV and quality award-winning programming.
I love the studio.
East Hampton Studio.
2012, here we go. Bam!
From a private, intimate wedding celebration to a Hollywood movie set, East Hampton Studio is the ultimate raw space that can transform your event into reality.
35,000 square feet, 46-foot ceiling.
High quality system out here, which is concert quality, theatrical lighting capabilities, the beautiful LED screen that you see in the background.
For your next event, think out of the box. If you can dream it, East Hampton Studio can create it.
In the mix.
Hey, welcome back to In the MIXX Studio series at East Hampton Studios on VVH TV. I'm Gina Jordan, sitting here with Mrs. Beth Stern, Mom Cave star, Mrs. Beth Stern. I love that title, like Mom Cave.
You like that?
I do. I love getting like the big titles. Like,
every mom deserves a mom cave, Gina.
You know what? I think if you're not a mom, you deserve some sort of a little getaway, okay?
You need a place in your home designated just for you, and we're able to surprise these deserving moms that husbands have nominated. So it's a real love story too, and it really ties in really nicely. And I love my job. I get to surprise a mom. I tell her she's getting this brand new room, and then she can't see the room for the whole week. But I spend time with her. I take her shopping, I take her inspirational trips, so I get a sense of who she is so I can personalize her space. And by Friday, granted we start Monday, by Friday we do the big reveal, and all 13 episodes have been tears of joy. It's really a rewarding, lovely, lovely job that I have.
Look at Mom Caves with Beth Stern. Take a look.
1, 2,
Oh my God.
3.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Oh my God. So that was my idea. We really wanted to personalize your closet, and what better way to make this closet Leanne's than to put your wedding dress.
Oh, she was crying. So Beth makes people cry too.
Well, I have to say that was inspired by my closet, because I have my wedding dress on this pink, beautiful Parisian form, and I said it's the most favorite thing of mine in my closet, so I wanted to do that for Leanne.
It's beautiful. But now, okay, so it's not necessarily for less privileged necessarily.
No,
This is just for people who want.
Every mom deserves a mom cave,
Got it.
no matter who you are. And when I say a deserving mom, we have Teacher of the Year coming up next week, and it's women that don't have time to, or have no room in their house for something that's just for them.
I love how you also, I saw the clips, did you give her a series of Louboutin shoes?
Well, I felt if I'm gonna do this fantasy closet for her, we gave her a rotating shoe rack. I put some Manolo Blahniks, some Jimmy Choos, and I filled up her shoes.
Very sweet. You have other series up and coming?
Yes, well, I also have a pet special coming. It's called Posh Pets, The Lifestyle of the Rich and Furry. I'm gonna be working with National Geo Wild Network to do another pet show, and we're gonna start that in September. So finally, dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true.
Pet show, yeah.
A pet show. This is something you've wanted to do for a long time. But the only thing is, you're away from Howard more, so there goes the cocoon.
But he is busy with America's Got Talent, so it's all working. It's all working out. Usually, one of us is home when the other one's working, so the animals, our pets, are covered.
New York Times bestseller. Oh My Dog. Here we go. Oh My Dog. Where'd the name come from?
I'm really
proud of the book. Oh My Dog.
Oh my dog. Oh my God. Oh my dog. I don't know. It just made sense. Yeah, I'm so proud of it. It's really a great reference tool for anyone that has a dog in their home. Everybody's asking me now for Oh My Cat. I'm a big cat person now. Howard and I rescued 3 cats in the past 3 years. But anyway, it's just a good reference tool for people to have. Go to the index if you have questions. It should be in there. I hope it's over 500 pages.
We are about to show you some dogs from ARF that you can adopt.
But a wonderful no-kill shelter out here in East Hampton,
absolutely.
And over 1,000 adoptions a year. Really, they are wonderful in that they go to municipal shelters all across the country, overcrowded shelters, kill shelters, and they take animals back to the facility here. So they're really fantastic, and they have so many dogs and cats. In my book, I have a whole chapter, things that you need to think about before you bring a dog into your world, before you adopt.
Well, let's show some dogs from ARF
that are available.
These dogs are so cute. Are you really adopting, Murray?
I'm really wanting to.
What's in store for you is that this puppy is going to be keeping you up. It's like having a newborn at home. Not that this isn't the most delicious, beautiful thing in the world, and it's so rewarding once you train. He's going to need to be trained. He's going to need to be crate trained. Hopefully, you'll read about that in my book. And someone needs to be available to take this dog out every couple of hours, even through the night. You really have to be diligent, and you want to raise an amazing companion. So the time that you put in is so rewarding, but you need time. And I know that you're on the road, you're a musician, but I did speak with him earlier. He has people in his life that are willing to help out, so I really feel that he's a wonderful candidate, and he's madly in love with this dog, and I don't think anything's going to stop him from adopting.
You can see he doesn't even want to walk away from the dog. Well, can we maybe borrow him for a few more minutes? You borrow your baby?
But
thank you, Angelo. Ladies and gentlemen, Angelo from Sweet Cyanide. Lisa from the ARF board, she was gracious enough to bring, hi, Ellen.
Yes, now Ellen was a puppy mill rescue, and another wonderful thing about ARF is they work with shelters in the South where they rescue puppy mill dogs, which is animals living in wretched, horrible conditions, mass breeding for profit. And it's heart-wrenching. All of the animals at ARF are spayed and neutered before they go, and they're medically checked, they're evaluated. So she's a perfect companion. Anyone would be so lucky to have Ellen in their home.
Okay, so this is important too. I wanted to give just 3 simple tips on once you adopt a dog, you have a dog, summer season.
Summer season. Okay, that's completely separate. There's a whole chapter dedicated to when you first adopt a dog, and it's extensive. You have to really put your time in to get a great dog. It's summertime. Do not leave your dog in the car. That's one of my #1 tip. Lots of water. I always put ice cubes in Bianca's water. Flea and tick prevention. It is the fleas and the ticks out here, especially out here on the island, is insane this year, especially because we didn't have a deep freeze winter. So you have to be diligent. Shade, and if your dog's outside, make sure there's a shady area with water.
So all of these tips and more in Oh My Dog, in your best-selling New York Times book, which it really is. I think that the book goes great when you're adopting a new dog. So now, where can they adopt these dogs?
ARF. There are local, I mean, I'm not just saying, I know that this is going to be seen everywhere. Go to your local shelter, but out here in the Hamptons, in East Hampton, a wonderful place to go is ARF, Animal Rescue Fund in East Hampton.
We made it through.
We did it.
Margaritas, we
I
got the dogs
know.
in.
Animals.
Come on, Beth, it's not bad.
It's all good. I'm so happy and honored and thrilled that you invited me on this show,
I'm honored that
Gina.
you showed up and you came. You're our official second guest.
I love it.
There's still a lot more in the show to come up, but I think I'm going to let you get back to your cocoon with Howard.
Let me back.
Would that be good?
No.
Get me back.
I've had the best time, and I'm a little buzzed. I'm happy.
I love it. We give you a good buzz. We give you some good animal tips. Does it get any better than in the MIXX In Studio?
I love it.
Thank you so much for being my second official guest.
Honored.
Ladies and gentlemen here, give a round of applause for Mrs. Beth Stern.
Thank you, everybody.
And guys, don't go anywhere because we're going to be right back.
Live musical events, Broadway flying high in the Hamptons. Hollywood's go-to space out east, home to VVH TV and quality award-winning programming.
I love the studio.
East Hampton Studio.
2012, here we go. Bam!
From a private, intimate wedding celebration to a Hollywood movie set, East Hampton Studio is the ultimate raw space that can transform your event into reality.
35,000 square feet, 46-foot ceiling.
High quality system out here, which is concert quality, theatrical lighting capabilities, the beautiful LED screen that you see in the background.
For your next event, think out of the box. If you can dream it, East Hampton Studio can create it.
In the mix.
Welcome back to this special edition of In the Mix on VVH TV at East Hampton Studios. I'm Gina Jordan. Now, for the first time ever, I'm really excited. We've got a live special performance from mine and New York's favorite rock band, Sweet Cyanide.
There's something in the way your eyes look through me. Is it my imagination, or are you fooling with me? Said I'll take what you give if you give it for free. So just tell me right away, guaranteed? The harder you come, the more I'm in love, the faster we move along. And when you turn me down, it really turns me on. And when you're going strong, I wanna get me some. And when I see you move, it really drives me wild. I see it in your eyes, sex, love, or cyanide. Said I've been here before, I'm not as young as I seem. When you're crawling on the floor, you are my beauty queen. The tighter the lips, the wilder the trip, the starting to come undone. And when you turn me down, it really turns me on. And when you're going strong, I wanna get me some. And when I see you move, it really drives me wild. I see it in your eyes, sex, love, or cyanide.
Didn't I tell you guys that was going to be good? Now, we're going to actually sit down and speak with the boys from Sweet Cyanide. But before we do, why don't you guys get to know them? Take a look.
Take away the synthesizers, strip away the special effects. And the band that created the In the Mix theme song, Sweet Cyanide, reminds us how real music is supposed to sound. Before Sweet Cyanide hit the underground rock scene in 2009, there was Crashbox. Lead singer and songwriter Sal Skoka is also a highly sought-after songwriter behind many successful modern rock bands, including Charm City Devils and ZO2. Sal and bassist Angelo Ferrillo are the two surviving members of Crashbox that now make up the Sweet Cyanide band, which also includes Tommy on keyboards, Joe on guitar, and Mike on the drums. Sweet Cyanide instantly grows on you. The sound can go from heavy, theatrical, to soul-searching, all within the same song. The band recently achieved enormous underground success when they toured last season, performing live in front of more than 16,000 people at a time. Sweet Cyanide opened for bands like Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, Three Doors Down, Daughtry, Hinder, Alice in Chains on the festival circuit. This upcoming season, they're the only band asked to perform 3 times at the legendary Sturgis Festival in South Dakota, alongside Buck Cherry, Boston, and Leonard Skinner. Sweet Cyanide doesn't need flashy lights or high voltage to prove they're the real deal. See for yourself.
All right, so here we are with Sweet Cyanide in the MIXX In Studio. We've got Sal, Angelo, and Tommy. We're missing 2?
Yes, we're missing Mike and Joe.
Mike and Joe.
Mike and Joe.
They couldn't be with us today?
They're actually dead.
See, this is the humor that I love. You guys just performed a song, acoustic version of
Sex, Love, Cyanide, which is an old song that we had for about a year. And we always thought it was like a really great summer song. So we decided to break it out for the premiere of us on In the Mix.
What was the inspiration?
Behind Sex, Love, Cyanide, we had the intention of writing a strip club song. It's the song that they'd play in a strip club.
It's an awesome song.
It's got a groove. It's got a nice groove. You know, you could imagine being naked to it.
You guys seem like you could use some margaritas here, right? Like just step it up a little bit?
Sure.
Maybe, are you guys thirsty? Right, so Beto, margaritas, please. No, Beto made the best margaritas. Here he is.
Look at that.
These shots for you, margarita for
Please,
her.
please, as my In the Mix guests.
Very nice.
Have some. Pass it down, just like Office Space. Pass it down. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, boys. Now they have some alcohol, so maybe this will be a more interesting interview. Shall we? Cheers. Here's to Sweet Cyanide 3. Seriously?
MIXX In the Studio.
Yeah.
Hey. Tommy.
Hey.
Sweet Cyanide 3. So Sweet Cyanide 3, you guys have been in the studio for several months creating your 3rd album.
Epic.
How has it been different? How's post-production been different for you?
This is going to be epic. What we're doing is we're spending a lot of time on the overall sound of the record as opposed to we're trying to pull the digital out of it, right?
Which takes a lot of time. It
takes a
more
lot of time.
Yes.
And each mix is being gone over with a fine-tooth comb.
Tirelessly, yes.
So
you want to make sure that each instrument is crystal clear.
We're very excited about this. This is going to be a great record. I think it's going to be very different from what people have heard from us before, which is cool. You're going to love it or hate it. And also, I think that we're setting a new standard when it comes to what rock bands are doing right now.
Sweet Cyanide goes on the road where you can actually hear the new album, Sweet Cyanide 3, some of the tracks from that, 1, 2, and 3. When does that happen?
We leave for Canada on the 21st. Yep. Correct? Mm-hmm. June 21st, and we're going to be out till middle of August. So we're doing the whole circuit that we did last year and some extra.
But you're opening for some really cool bands too, right? At some of these festivals?
For Buck Cherry, Boston.
Boston again, maybe.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Hailstorm.
Alice Cooper.
Cool.
It's going to be fun. Shinedown. Yeah, it's going to be a good summer.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, this In the Mix episode is coming to an end. I want to give a very special thanks to GoPro, South Shore Signs and Graphics, East Hampton Studios, WVVH, ARF, Beth Stern, and of course, Sweet Cyanide, who are about to perform for the first time ever here at East Hampton Studios, a track from their 3rd album. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sweet Cyanide with Voices.
Voices in my head keep leading of the mind is clearly on display.
No?
The bridges that I built are starting to decay. In the mix.